love the chase and the hunt, and I set the...
Well, hello my lovely nestlings and welcome to today's video, which is my multiple looks video with the newest palette from Nomad Cosmetics, the Amore E Morte palette. Destination is Verona. And it is inspired by the love story and tragedy of Romeo and Juliet. And if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I am from the Netherlands, hence the accent. I'm also slightly orcish, relatively vintage. I love spooky stuff, makeup and being creative. Let me explain some things. The slightly orcish means I'm green. I'm a light to light medium warmish olive. The relatively vintage means I am 46. Yes, I have already uploaded my review and eye swatch video of this, and it will be linked down below underneath the card. The palette will launch today as you are seeing this video. I don't know the exact time, but the details will be listed in the description box for you to check out. If you want to get the palette, I do have an affiliate code with the brand, which is NIKKIRAVEN10, and I did receive the palette in PR. The palette is also vegan and cruelty free, so that means that they use vegan dyes which have the potential to stain your eyes if you're sensitive to that. And if you're not sure, just wait until the palette is online, check the ingredient list and then make your decision. I just want to say that the dyes that they use are approved for eye safe. I use and are considered eye safe in the EU where I live. The FDA is just slow. Let me show you a quick close-up of the palette. You see here that they have two sides. You have a love side and you have a death side. And I just love that this is such a cool twist on an everyday Valentine's Day palette that we basically see a lot of right now, right? So my purpose of today's video is A, play with the palette more because it's really inspiring for me, and B, I want to show you how to combine both sides and create very easy and stunning look. So the look that I have right now, I filmed, it's look number 2, and you may think that it took me an hour. No, it did not. Truly, it did not. It was so easy to work with. So if you want to know my thoughts and see how the shadows look on an eye, make sure to check out my eye swatch video after you have watched this one, of course. So how is the video built up? I'll show you 3 looks. That's it. If you want to know more thoughts, go watch my eye swatch video. But I just really wanted to play with it. Timestamps or chapters will be listed down below in the description box as well for you guys. And the makeup that I use, details for the launch, everything will be there. Yes, without further ado, just grab a drink and a snack and enjoy, because here comes look number 1. Okay, for blush, I'm going to tell you what shade I used for blush, and that's the shade Paradise, which I'm also going to start with right now for my eyes. I will plop the colors up on the screen that I'm using, so I won't have to basically hold up the palette constantly. And I'm using kind of a fluffy brush, but it shows up very nicely. Next, I am going to go to the shade Dagger with the same brush. I just clean it off on a towel in between. It's going to go next to it. Back to the shade Paradise for here. And I'm going to blend the shade Dagger out a little bit with that pink as well. Shade Dagger is also going underneath my eye. I'm using kind of a smaller, fluffier brush because I want to have it a little bit blown out. I'm going to build up the shade Dagger a little bit more. A little bit just in the outer eye part area. I'm going to go to the gray called Inferno, which is the darker gray. It's going to go in the outer corner and the crease. With a fluffy brush, I'm going to go to the black called Death. Tap it off. It's a very pigmented black and I don't want it very deep. Okay, and then I'm grabbing a cleanish brush. I'm just going to go over everything. I'm going to go to my shimmer primer, which is a gel base from Death and Candy Custom Creations. It will be listed down below, and I'm going to put some shimmer primer on my eye. First on the back of my hand, then basically coat my brush with it, and then I'm going to tap it on top of my eye over the shimmer, over the matte. Then I'm going to go to the shade called Cupid. But because these shimmers are very particly, I'm also going to spray the brush, and not necessarily to give it more punch, but to kind of help it stick to the brush a little bit more. Very, very pretty. I'm going to go back to the small brush that I use with the black, and I'm just going to kind of lightly blend here all the parts a little bit more and a little in the crease. And then I'm going to go back to the shade Dagger. And then back to the shade Paradise. Cute. What do I want underneath? Shall we go for a hot pink bottom? Why? I don't know. Because I can. I'm first going to go to the shade Rosé. You can also kind of check if it's cute. Is that cute? I think so. I don't know. Something different. Then a hint of Death. The black just in the outer corner. My glitter primer. And then I'm going to go to the shade Romeo and press that on top. Back to the shade Paradise. Oh, that's cute. That ties it together. I'm kind of using the shade Cupid as a topper right now, just to give a hint of a sparkle. And then the look is done. I'm going to finish it off and I'll be right back. I finished off the look with a hot pink pencil from V Cosmetics. Gloss is also from Nomad Cosmetics from their La Fête Provence line. This is the shade, I don't know, it's the hot pink. I think it's rosé, but I'm actually not sure. Falsies are from Unearthly Cosmetics in the style Dreamlike. I like how this turned out. I like it a lot. Let me know down below what you think of this look, and let's get ready for look number 2. Look number 2. I am going to start with the shade called Death. I'm going to go in a little bit slow. Tap off my brush in between so I don't get fallout. It's going to go all over my lid. And then I'm going to lightly blend the edge. Also want it underneath my eye. Okay, I have a clean brush here and I'm going to go to the shade Tomb, which is the light gray. And I'm lightly going to blend the edge in the inner part. Cleaning my brush, then I'm going to go to the shade Infernus, which is the darker gray. I'm going to blend the outer edge. I am going to go back to the black. And I'm going to intensify that a little bit in the crease. And the outer corner. And just make sure that I have a nice even layer. Then I'm going to go back to the shade Infernus, which is the darker gray. I like that. I like that. It's time for shimmer. So I am grabbing my shimmer primer, drying my brush. Then I'm going to go into the shade Tragedy. I'm going to create a look that I have been wanting to do with this palette ever since I got it in. And I'm just going to press that on top of the black. And grabbing a little bit of the black for the outer corner, just to fade it over. Oh, I like that. Let's get funky. Never mind. I am going to go to the shade Love. Oh, that's interesting. I'm grabbing a little bit of glitter primer, tapping that on top of the matte shadow that I just laid down. Then I'm going to go into the shade Comedy and press that on top. That's interesting. That's a very, very interesting look. What do I want for inner corner? I think for inner corner I'm going to go to the shade Cupid. Still have some glitter primer, so let's just plop that in there. Oh dear, I think I still had a little bit of red on my brush, but that's okay. That's an interesting look. Let me finish it off and I'll be right back. I finished off the look with a black and red eye pencil. Both are from V Cosmetics. Falsies are from Vive in the style HL2. Lippy is a lip liner from Cursed Cosmetics and a liquid lipstick from Unearthly Cosmetics in the shade Ava. But everything will be listed down below. I really, really like. Can you see that shift? So pretty. I'm so happy that I did this. Let me know down below what you think of this look and let's get ready for look number 3. Okay, the last look, and I want to use the reds. What can I say? I am going to start with the shade Love, which for me is a true red. Pulls a little bit, a hint more yellow. I'm also going to put that on my lid. A little at least, not all the way in. Then I am going to go to the shade Light, which is a little bit more muted. And I'm going to kind of blend a little. It also is a little bit more pink or blue toned than the shade Love. I am grabbing a clean brush, I hope. Yes. I'm going to blend a little bit more just on the edge here. I am going to build up the shade Love a little bit more. Then, with kind of a fluffier brush, I'm going to go to the shade Poison, which is the dark blue, and I'm lightly grabbing it. I want to see if I can kind of create a little bit of a purple, so I'm probably going to sandwich it in between. Then I'm going to go back to the shade Love with the same brush. And I'm just going to blend that over that blue. Let's grab the shade Quill for underneath here in the outer corner. And then the shade Dark. I think I'm going to go back to the shade Light, just for here. I'm going to go to the shade Balcony for the lid on the inner part. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's actually very cute. I'm also going to put that up a little bit more because I kind of changed my mind. Then to blend that out, I'm going to go to the shade Paradise, which I also have as a blush again today. And the reason I'm doing this look is because I kind of want to showcase the different colors in this part of the palette. With a clean brush, I'm kind of going to blend over everything a little bit to make sure that the edges are the way that I want them. I'm also going to grab the shade Balcony for underneath my eye. Let's go to the shimmer primer. Not that they need it shine wise, but it just helps to have them stick a little bit better. And honestly, this look is very, very pretty on its own. Now the shade that I really, really want to put over the lid is the shade Comedy. So I'm going to go to that. For the inner eye part area, I'm going to go to the shade Morse. I'm also kind of going to fade that over on the lid. Oh, that's cute. I think I kind of want to keep it monochromatic, so I'm grabbing a little bit of glitter primer, putting that on my lower lash line, and then I'm going to tap the shade Comedy on top. Cool. And then with a clean brush, I'm going to run that over the border of the shimmer and the matte. And I'm going to finish off the look. I'll be right back. I finished off the look with a yellow and a golden eye pencil. The yellow pencil is from V Cosmetics and the golden eye pencil is from LA Girl. On my lips is the Kaleidos lip clay in the shade Golden Rosin, and also added a little bit of orangey blush. I grabbed the Kaleidos blush in Joyride to kind of tie it in a little bit more with the rest of the face. Don't know if it goes with my t-shirt, but I don't really care. I want to wear both. This was the last look of the video. I do have some extra tips though, especially for the shimmers. Now, what happens with these shimmers, that's what I learned at least, because they have embossing on them, they are a little bit more harder pressed. So if you find that you have trouble picking it up with a brush, kind of dig your brush in a little bit more so you get through that first layer. That really does help. Yeah, I love this palette. What can I say? I know that a lot of people are saying that this side is too close. For me, being an olive, I actually like the variety that I have here because the colors are far enough apart that I can very much use shades to blend out, and they're punchy enough. With the reds that we basically have here, I like that this is a little bit more muted. I wish it was a little bit more yellow based like this one is, but I like that's a little bit more muted, so I can choose the punch that I want to create with the looks. For me, being a warmer olive, there is enough variety because on me these shades tend to kind of warp a little bit. So yeah, that's it. I kind of hope that that was helpful. I love the mattes. I think the shimmers are stunning. You kind of have to build them up a little bit, but when you have them on, they are so pretty and they stay on all freaking day. So yeah, let me know if you are excited for this palette. The palette has already launched. It launched this morning, so I will link down below where you can find it. And if you want to save some money, you can use my affiliated code NIKKIRAVEN10 to save 10% at checkout. I don't really have any additional thoughts besides what I said in the swatching video. I just wanted to give you the tip of the shimmers. They also again work very well with your finger or with the sponge tip applicator. Don't discount the sponge tip applicators because oftentimes they're a lifesaver for me if I have shimmers that my brushes just have trouble picking up. And then that is going to be it for today. I will leave my Nomad Cosmetics playlist on the end screen for you to check out. Let me know if you have a favorite look. I think it was, yeah, the second look for me. Why? Because it was just so different from what I usually do. I also love this. I love all the looks that I did with this, let's face it. Yeah guys, thank you so very much for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.